So, I've just finished my first year of university. I've had some pretty interesting experiences, but this is a story about the worst experience I've had while sitting an exam. Firstly, you should know that I wear contacts. My friends have never seen me with my glasses on, so they're always really surprised when I tell them I wear contacts. Generally, I've never really had an issue with contacts, except for this one day. Let's call this day the day I almost went blind in one eye because I wanted to look pretty. So on the day of one of my exams, I decided to put on some eyeliner. I don't even know why. At the exam venue, everyone is either going to be half dead, crying in their own tears, or hardcore cramming. They're not going to be looking at how pretty my eyes are. Anyway, as soon as I put the liner on, I knew I had applied it too closely to my lash line. But I was kind of in a rush to make it to the exam, so I just ignored this concern. It took me an hour to reach the exam venue from my house. Along the way, my eyes were unusually teary, but I just, hoped this wouldn't be an issue in the future. I ended up arriving to the venue like half an hour early, but as soon as I got there, a large tear welled up in my eye. I blinked, and as soon as I opened my eyes, I knew something was wrong. The vision in my left eye was very cloudy. I've only had this happen to me once before. This cloudiness was a sign that the contact lens in my left eye was dirty. I assumed some of my eyeliner got in that eye. I kept blinking to see if maybe my left eye would get less clouded or blurry, but when that didn't work, I started straight up panicking. I didn't bring any lens solution with me, which was stupid, but this had never happened to me before. In my panicked and stressed state, I had this brilliant idea that, hey, I can just wash my contact lens with water. I googled this idea to see if it was okay, and all of Google told me, no, do not do this, you can end up blind. Don't do it. But I was desperate to sit the exam with two eyes, so I didn't listen. I thought, hey, Google can be wrong sometimes, right? So I went to the bathroom, took out my left contact lens, and dipped it in water. I plopped the lens in my left eye, and straight away I knew I had made a horrible decision. My left eye turned crimson red, it hurt a lot. My vision got worse, and I could feel myself hyperventilating. I tried taking the contact out of my eye, but for some reason I couldn't get it out. It felt like I was poking at some sort of rubber. Judging by the redness of my eye, I knew if I didn't get it out soon, my eye would be trashed. Eventually, I took a deep breath and successfully, somehow, yanked it out of my eye. So I ended up sitting the exam with one eye. Thankfully, the redness and pain ended up going away quickly. However, my vision was still pretty garbage, so I had to cover my left eye with my hand while sitting the exam. I couldn't really concentrate on my exam paper either. I felt stressed, rushed for time, and truthfully, I thought I had failed the exam. I was pretty depressed that day, but I was glad I didn't go blind in my left eye. I spent the next 2 weeks worrying about my result, thinking I had failed, but you know what? Somehow, I ended up getting a 90 for that subject.